Do you want to annoy killers? Do you want to be a pain in their butt? And do you want to get tunneled and camped every match? Well, do I have a build for you? Hello everybody and welcome back into Dead by Daylight, and today we're going to be running a build based on a perk that a lot of killers hate going up against. Today's build is going to consist of Object of Obsession, Decisive Strike, Bond, and Sprint Burst. First up we have Object of Obsession. If you are looking in the killer's direction, your link will reveal your auras to each other. This effect applies only if you are outside the killer's terror radius. As the killer's obsession, this effect applies to a maximum range of 72 meters. Once we get into the game, you will see just how powerful this perk is and why so many killers hate it. The next perk is Decisive Strike. After being unhooked or unhooking yourself, Decisive Strike will become active and usable for 60 seconds. While Decisive Strike is active, when grabbed by the killer, succeed a skill check to automatically escape the killer's grasp and stun the killer for 5 seconds. Again, this is another perk that killers hate going against. A lot of people complain about it, but it pairs well with Object of Obsession, so we're gonna run it. Bond shows allies' auras when they are within a 36 meter range. This perk pairs nicely with Object of Obsession's aura reading, as you can see your allies as well as the killer, so you have all the information you need. Finally, we have Sprint Burst. When starting to run, break into a sprint at 150% of your normal running speed for a maximum of 3 seconds. Causes the exhausted status effect for 40 seconds. Sprint Burst is one of the best exhaustion perks in the game, and again it pairs well with Object of Obsession because if you see them coming toward you, you can Sprint Burst away and get that much extra distance. That's gonna do it for the build though. I'll see you guys in the match. Alright, it looks like we're gonna be playing on Wrecker's Yard, and I want to be upfront, I am playing with a Swift here today. It's more fun in a Swift. Especially with Object, because Object is kind of overpowered in a Survive with Friends situation. I've got PC Lover, Infection 5D, and Potato God with me, which you guys know as Freeze. So thank you guys for playing. And we can see right away we're going up against a Legion. And again, I have Sprint Burst, so I'm going to leave Freeze to take the heat from the Legion. And we'll see if he's going to chase me now. He should break off and try to tap me as well, but it looks like he's just going to go after Freeze. So I'm going to do what you should be doing and get on this gen and just stare at the killer with Object. A funny thing I've noticed with Object of Obsession, if you run it, a lot of the times the killers won't even bother with you. Like, this dude sees me, and instead of chasing me, he's just committing to someone else. I don't know, it can go either way. You can get tunneled a lot, or you can just get left alone the entire match and sit on generators. And also, I can tell now that the Legion has a button. He went into his power, he has a map-wide terror radius, and he can break pallets by jumping over them. Not really a super strong add-on, it's an iridescent Legion add-on, but it's more annoying than it is good. First generator pops, Freeze still has not gone down, although it looks like he is getting pretty close right there. And again, well, never mind. We see Legion whiffs. Freeze is just a good looper. Not much else to say. This Legion is probably getting a little bit angry right now. And again, Bond is coming in handy there. I can see Freeze, although I do lose track of Legion because I'm in his terror radius. I'm going to go ahead and 99 this gen here. Ooh, flashlight save. I'm going to try to do this gen in Legion's face. Maybe kind of piss him off a little bit and get him chasing me instead. It doesn't look like he cares. It looks like he only has eyes for Freeze. Let's go ahead and take a hit. And we both should get to this pallet. Hopefully he chases me. Oh, no, he wants Freeze. He just walks right past me. Sadly, Freeze goes down here. Well, let's see if we can get him to chase. Oh, okay, I didn't realize I had a teammate right behind me. Okay, well, I can go work on a gen or something, probably. Although I do kind of want to try to get Freeze up here. I was hoping I would make him whiff here. All we can do is antagonize him a little bit. You don't necessarily want to do what I'm doing right here. You don't want to run toward the killer when you're hurt, but you know, sometimes it works out. And again, we see Legion Object is really good. And if I relay all this information to my teammates, it's dirty. It's dirty. This is what people have a problem with. Not Object itself. It's Object of Obsession used with Survivor's Friends. Also, it does look like Freeze is getting tunneled down now. I don't know what he did to this Legion, but he made him angry. Yeah, he does not care one bit that I'm sitting there. And also, he's using his power really weird. You normally don't want to use your power on a wounded person. But as you can see, he really wants to kill Freeze. Looks like somebody's trying to take a hit there. Maybe we get another flashlight save. And that looks like a negative. And it looks like Freeze is getting the basement treatment. Now I know Bill here is the only one that has borrowed time. So let's see what kind of a play he can make. Oh, Legion was listening. That's kind of bad. 3 gens done though. I can heal PC up here, and hopefully we can go in for the save. Now I am hurt as well, but maybe if Legion doesn't come straight over here. It looks like he's actually kind of checking lockers and stuff down there, which is nice for us. It buys us the time we need to heal up. Now, what you probably want to do in a situation like this is try to have one person that gets the attention and the other person moves in. With comms, this is pretty easy because you can just tell, you know, hey, I'm in a chase, and it sounds like I'm gonna be able to get the save. I'm gonna get Bill first since I know he has BT. I'll let him get the save on Freeze there. And now if Freeze can take a hit, which he does, we can get Bill out. And PC's there blinding the killer. Very nice. A very dangerous situation that we did pretty well. And I wanted to go down there. I ran into his pathway because I want to get Freeze away. I don't want him to have tunnel vision on Freeze since I believe he's dead on Hook now. And we don't want him to die. Sadly, we have another slug happen right here. Although he is under a pallet. Maybe we can make a pallet play. And that's going to be a negative. But he has Decisive Strike. And there we go. Now everybody's back up again. And he's going to hit me here. No, he's not. Ooh, the 360. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I'm going to drop some teabags here. Antagonize him a little bit. Maybe he will chase me instead of looking for Freeze. And it doesn't look like he's going to commit to me. So now he's chasing Bill. Probably because he used Decisive on him. I got his attention again. Again, this is fine. I want this. And very nice. Simple mind game. It's just a line of sight mind game. It's the most basic of mind games. And I thought he would come around the other side. So he got me there. We see Freeze coming in with the flashlight. Will the Legion notice? That's the question. That would be a no, and he gets a free flashlight save. Now I'm guessing Legion's gonna chase him, but it looks like he's actually... I don't know what Legion's doing. Legion, are you okay? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna complain. I think he knows we're here. He has to see this, right? Oh, he's checking generators. Okay, that's not a dumb move on his part, since we are pressuring gens pretty hard. But let's be honest, at this point he should be trying to kill one of us. Mainly Freeze. And I have Sprint Burst ready, so I 99'd it there. And he looks like he ran out of his power, or maybe shut it off manually. I'm not quite sure. But it looks like he's chasing somebody else now. And it looks like that person is Freeze. He really wants to kill Freeze for some reason. You know what? This man has commitment issues. Like, at first he was super committed to Freeze, and now he wants me? Okay, that was just a bad play on my part. There's no excuse for what I just did there. It's just a bad play. This guy is very easy to line of sight mind game. Again, I'm trying to antagonize him, and it's working. He's playing very poorly now. This is why it's important as killer, don't let the survivors get in your head. He respected the pallet, which is nice. I don't think this is going to work. You don't usually want to do what I just did unless you have Iron Will. But hey, it worked. And it got me away. And we can see Gen number 4 just pops. We are not doing bad at all. The only one we have to worry about right now is Freeze going down because he is dead on hook. And there's Gen number 5. The match is pretty much over. We should all be able to make it out, possibly. I'm going to run over here, get this gate. And we'll see what happens after that. Ooh, and there we go. I don't know if that probably was Noed. I'm guessing. I think this Legion had Noed. Sadly, PC Lover goes down. But maybe Freeze is there with a flashlight. And it looks like Freeze is there with a flashlight. Very nicely done. Now I've informed them to head over to the gate here in comms. So they all know which gate's open. All we got to do now is get out. And I'm going to steal myself a free toolbox too. And there you have it. Just in case he has Franklin's, I'm going to leave early. Let's see what happens for the rest of them. And it looks like PC is going to make it out. Infection is already at the gate, so he's going to make it out. Now all we have to worry about is Freeze, and it looks like he's made it out as well. So that's a 4-man escape with Object of Obsession. Let's jump into the next round. Oh boy, looks like we're going up against the Mori. Fun, fun. Alright, Temple of Purgation, and I start staring at the killer. I'm not gonna lie, I incorrectly called this out as a Death Slinger to my teammates, and they made fun of me the whole match, and it's fair. For some reason, I thought I saw a gun on the nurse. It's also a very scary thought. I don't want to see a nurse with a gun. But I looked away with Object so she can't see me, and maybe I can make a little bit of distance. And if somebody gets on a chase, then I'll just start looking at her again. And there we go. She is chasing somebody else. I'm going to assume it's Freeze, because he always gets in chase first. And it is. It's Freeze. I told you. He's cursed. He is a cursed man. He is always first in chase. I mean, let's be honest. I've had that curse before too, but never as long as Freeze. This is like every match I play with Freeze. He's always the first to be found and first to be chased. Nurse gets an early hit on him though, so she may be good. It's rare to find good nurses. Mainly because I think Nurse has a high skill cap. You have to really know what you're doing. You have to know how survivors move. You have to be a good killer in general to play the Nurse well. So much respect to those good nurses out there, because they're few and far between. We see Freeze coming in hot here, and we also notice that the killer has Ruin. I kind of don't want to be seen here, so I can hop back on that generator. And that almost looked like it was going to be a hit on Freeze, but he manages to bamboozle her. Now, Nurse is a hard killer to play. It takes a lot of skill, so it's hard to find those good nurses. And this one looks like maybe she's still learning Nurse? I say that, and then she actually gets Freeze down. And we can see by the scream that I did there that she has Infectious Fright. So we know she has Ruin, Infectious Fright. It's always good to try to understand what perks the killer is running. And I did a simple juke there. I just broke line of sight and changed directions. There, I knew she was going to blink, so I just ran toward her. The longer she charges her blink, the further she has to go. So if you see her charging for a while, go ahead and run toward her. And sometimes that will be able to help you out in a chase. Now, I was dropping some teabags. I don't know, I'm being a little bit toxic today. Trying to antagonize her just a little bit. You want to try to get into the killer's head. A flashlight, you know, object of obsession, teabaggers. She's having trouble in chase. You're making the killer mess up more by messing with their head. This is why when you're playing killer, you shouldn't get upset when survivors are juking you, when they teabag you, when they be toxic, because all it does is make you make more mistakes. Stay calm, don't care if survivors teabagging you or anything, and you'll do a lot better in chase. Just stop caring about it. And you can see this nurse is just having a bad match. Generators are popping. With object, I can just stare at her. You know she sees me. We will get Freeze healed up here and maybe go save PC, because I think he is the one in chase right now. We can see somebody off to the left there with Bond, and we actually see PC moving in from the chase there. Now, I think I will go try to find another generator. I'm fine if she wants to come after me, so that's why I fast vaulted. Again, I don't mind being in chase. That's when you run object, don't be afraid to be in chase. That's also another good use for object of obsession. Run it to get better at chase, because a lot of times killer will see you and they know where you are, so you're going to be in chase more. Like I said, it kind of has that balance where sometimes they don't chase you at all, sometimes they just tunnel you down. But either way, though, you can see how killers move, you can see how they play. It just helps you out a lot. Now here again, I'm trying to teabag, because she can see me as well, so I want to get her attention so she comes chases me. It doesn't look like she's going to, though. She gets a hit on Freeze. That was a long blink. Very nice blink. I think I will hop on this generator with David here. I'm guessing Freeze is going to take her on a nice long run again. Oh, I say that, and then Freeze goes down. Sadly, nobody is nearby to save him, but, you know, we still are doing really good, because we're about to get a third generator done, and really, this is the first hook, so not bad at all. I can assume she's going to come over to this generator, since I'm staring straight at her. Oh, nope, she's going back to hook. She heard the unhook happened, and it looks like she whiffs. There's generator number 3 done, and I'm going to move in to see if I can help out over here. So it looks like Freeze made it out safely. I'll go ahead and start healing. Looks like David is going to join in for that quick heal. And we might be able to hop on this generator. Nurse still looks like she's after PC. Yep, and PC is way over here, and she's over there swinging, so she must have lost him pretty hard. Again, object is an information perk. I just know what she's doing at all times, which is kind of nice. I'm going to see her if she charges a blink to come to this gen, which she does right now. And now I can run. Again, I saw her charging, so I just ran toward her. And she either had to look down and blink straight in front of me, or just continue with her blink. Ooh, okay, there's another generator over here that's pretty close. And this is the final gen 90% done. And the random that we're playing with during this match actually goes down. This is not good. But again, this is their first hook. Unluckily, Freeze takes a hit. And the final gen is done. So now I'm going to head to a door. And maybe someone can still pull off a flashlight save. I know Freeze is pretty much a god with flashlights. Just one of the reasons I do like playing with him. Now, I don't want to look at the nurse right now with object. She'll know I'm on this gate. Once I get it about 80-90%, I can look and see where she is. But normally you want to use object in a way where it works to your advantage, not the killer's. This gate is 99, so now I can move back in. Maybe get the save off. She is going to camp this last one. I mean, I don't blame her. You gotta do what you gotta do to confirm a kill. So you're gonna blink toward me. She's holding a blink. Okay, so now I can kind of abuse her a little bit. She can't swing at me. She has to blink, so... And I just run away. Oh, she's probably a little upset about that one. Again, I'm playing mind games with her. I'm getting in her head and just making her more likely to make a mistake. That's what a lot of survivors do. You gotta ignore that when you're playing killer. She's just gonna sit and watch this guy. It's gonna be hard to make a save because we don't have borrowed time. Come on, come on. Oh. I'm guessing she's newer to nurse. There's the blind. I think I can pull the save off here. I'm gonna take a hit. And there we go. He is saved. And it looks like I'm actually going down. That's pretty impressive. She did a good blink there. Now, there are a few flashlights in play. Let's see what happens here. David nearly bites the dust. But somehow he makes it. And again, there's PC. Takes a hit. Let's see if Freeze can get the flashlight save. Looks like she kind of baits him. She sees Freeze, which is going to mean he takes a hit and can't save me. I'm not fully recovered yet, sadly. Otherwise, he probably would have tried to get me up there. And I'm guessing now is when she tries to pick me up. Now, when you know there's people around you that have flashlights, you want to make sure you crawl out into the open so the killer can't pick you up facing a wall and deny the flashlight. Right here, there's two flashlights. Looks like Freeze is trying to get a light burn off on the nurse. And he could go down here if she chases him. Either way, both sides are covered with the flashlight, and she is not happy about that. She is terrified to pick me up. So I guess now we just see if I bleed out here. At this point, someone needs to move in to open that door nearby. Looks like David is headed there. And maybe we can pull something off. I do have decisive, so if I get hooked and they unhook me, I'm still pretty much safe as long as that door is open. So I'm going to start crawling toward it. And really, right now, there's not a whole lot she can do. She could pick me up and risk the flashlight, or she could just let me keep crawling toward the door, and I could just crawl out. We're applying pressure to her. She does go for the pickup, and Freeze does not get the flashlight, but he does get a blind, which buys me a little bit of time. Now it's really important that the team goes for the door, as I'm probably going to get hooked here. Sadly, Freeze goes down, but if they can get me off, I can easily run out the door with decisive. There's PC with a quick save, and PC actually goes down. And now I'm completely home free. I can make it out at any point here because I have decisive. Now we just watch and see what happens here. PC's crawling toward the door. She's probably going to pick him up first. Maybe. Nope. She picked up Freeze. And actually, David goes down here too. That is not good. I'm okay if she picks me up because, again, I have Decisive Strike, and she knows it, and she goes back in. PC's out, and really, at this point, it's looking like a rip for Freeze and the random. Not a whole lot you can do in this situation. Sadly, I do not have Unbreakable. And there you go. 2 kills, 2 escape. Pretty good game. I had a lot of fun that game, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe to me. Turn on that bell for notifications so you don't miss it when I upload new videos. Also, I stream 3 days a week over on Twitch, so make sure you stop in and say hi. Until next time, take care and goodbye.